So definitely some of the greatest people that we have in the industry right now. So I do hear where you're coming from on that.
Right.
Now, what did you want to become before you actually got into the entertainment industry?
Um, Before I got into the industry, I wanted to play ball. You know what I'm saying? I was playing ball. You know, at the time when I was coming up, that was the thing to do. So you know, my generation, I was playing ball. I had the opportunity to play with a couple of, you know, good organizations in New York City, Riverside Church, and up, you know what I'm saying, Uptown, you know what I'm saying, Manhattan, and the Gauchos, you know what I'm saying. Now they over at a different location, you know what I'm saying, and that was my thing, you know, just playing ball and having the opportunity to watch some of the greatest players. I mean, that's what it was. I mean, I came up the time Jordan was Mike. You know, you didn't call him G, either you called him Mike, Jordan 23. I mean, it was that serious. So, and some of the great point guards ever came out of New York. You know, that of my time that I had. I mean, there was great players way before. I mean, the 70s and 60s and 50s and stuff like that. But for my time, um, you know, guys like you know, Marbury, Kenny Anderson, the late great Malik Sealy, Brian Reese, um, guard Shamgard, you know, Reggie Freeman, Felipe Lopez. I mean, these were cats that, you know, just extraordinary on the court. And also, you know, just watching these guys going to like gyms that they don't even play in anymore, like Wadia House. You could just see, you know, ball legends. I remember watching, you know, Skip to Malou go at it with Master Rob in the Wadia House. You know, a lot of cats know Skip, but they probably don't know Master Rob. And Master Rob he was the truth. All my cats, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Master Rob. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to do was play ball. I also grew up, I think, in my opinion, watching in my hood some of the greatest ball players. I had this older cat by the name of, we supposed to call him Big Rod. He was from the East section of where I was from, and the dude's handle was just, it was sick. It was sick. Another guy that, you know, I grew up, you know, with, he's also a childhood friend. You know, Rob was an older cat. He was an older cat, but one of my childhood friends, my man Al Latif. You know, I watched this dude firsthand do some moves on Stephon Marbury firsthand. You know what I'm saying? So Marbury, if you watching this, you know I ain't BSing, man. My man Latif, and you my dude. I respect, I love Marbury. That's one of my top. I don't care what anybody says about him, whatever. But my man Lai gave him, as they say, the business and put him in the wash machine. He put him in the wash machine, and you know, that was crazy. But you know, I just these are the players that I grew up watching, and just another cat, a good childhood friend, my man Rance. You know, Randy. I can go on and on about ball players, man. Just great ball players, and that's all I wanted to do, man. That's all I wanted to do. Um, I think it came to a point when I actually saw some, you know, one of the great ball players um, go through a situation, and I realized it wasn't really just talent. It's a lot of politics. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of politics with this shit. And you know, he was number 2 in the nation in scoring. And he was you know, right behind this other cat named Felipe Lopez, and he was playing with Texas, and he went to a couple of camps, and they still didn't pick him up. I mean, it was just it was a lot of politics. Who's your agent and all that? It was crazy. So at that point, I saw there was another opportunities for me to get in, so I started practicing it. You know what I'm saying?
So with you, you know, your aspiration being ball and and you know, your parents being your motivation and everything. When did you know that Brandon Michaels was the man? Brandon Michaels was that dude. Like, when did you know that?
Well, that's kind of weird. I felt, I think I knew in my soul I was the man when me and my friends, you know, my friends and I, we used to play ball, and after we would finish playing ball, instead of going home, we would all sit down on the, you know, the park benches and everything. And you know, if you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. We would just snap, and we'd be telling jokes. You know what I mean? To like, you know, like 2-3 hours, and I just had a knack for that. My man Reggie and my man Roy was just like, yo, dude, you really need to do something with that. Really, and they was funny too. You know, we cats was just funny. I think that was just a New York thing, and you know, I just took a liking to it, and telling jokes and being funny and just trying to make people laugh, and you know, not to hurt nobody's feelings. You know, just on some funny stuff, and we all respected each other and we loved each other, and it was cool. And you know, that's when I knew that, and to this day I keep that same, I think that youthful spirit with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that I do. You know.
So how did you get started, like
In the game?
in the game, in the industry? Like, how did you get started, you know, doing the things that you do to get you to where you are right now?
I think for me, I had an opportunity to come across when you know, I was playing ball one time in this tournament at in Dyckman, and that was a tournament in New York, and goddamn, and one of the coach,
Wow, right?
the coach from the other team, he had a television show, you know, called Night on the Town. It was the second longest public access show in New York, and you know, at that time, I really wasn't familiar with public access and everything like that, and you know, he talked to me about it, you know, right after the game. We kicked it for a while. I went home and I actually caught the show later that night, you know, about 11 o'clock at night, and I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? He was you know, going into clubs and hosting parties and stuff like that, and boat rides. So I gave him a call maybe about 2 weeks after that, and was like, you know what, if it's cool with you, you know, I'll come down and blah blah blah. He was like, yeah, I got a show to do tonight. You know, if you want to come down, you know, you can rock. So I said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I told him, you know, I would come down. So I came down, and
Okay, not to interrupt you or anything, but you must be completely in high demand because you're getting phone calls, and now one of your members is bringing you a package from somewhere.
right. I'm trying to like not even stay tuned with that right now. So I'm just trying to stay focused.
Well, let's see what it is.
All right, let's see what that is. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this stuff right here is from Victoria's Secrets. I'm gonna give them a little plug and all that. I got a little hookup out there and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I dropped the word to to one of my peoples out there, and I said, you know, my lady, she really has a thing for Victoria's Secret stuff and all that. I didn't think that they was actually gonna just hit me off with a bunch of stuff, but that's cool, and that's love right there, and I definitely appreciate that. So big ups to, you know, Victoria's Secrets and all that, and definitely giving y'all some airtime. Cut the check, but yeah, I'm definitely giving y'all some airtime.
Let your connect know that I need.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the gift, so that was cool.